Hello and welcome to Soulful Goddess Session 1. I am beyond excited to be on this journey with you. I know the incredible transformations that are going to unfold for you. So basically we have 10 days together plus some bonus days. I'm already feeling guided to do some special bonus content and videos. So get ready for a transformational journey. And where we are beginning today in session 1 is all about clearing the main blocks to receiving. Because in order to really step into the new, become magnetic to the experiences that you desire in your life, you first have to clear out the old. And to even connect back to who you are on a soul level, you also have to sort through the old beliefs, the old energy that just really isn't an accurate reflection of who you really are. And more than anything that I want you to receive out of this entire experience is a deeper connection back to your soul, back to your truth, back to your power, and to realize the power you hold to co-create with the universe. So if you're in a place of feeling overwhelmed, feeling anxious, or that it's just become really hard for you to manifest, you're going to clear that away really easily in this course because I'm holding space for you to do that. And that's another thing I really want to say as we dive into this journey. I invite you to get clear on what your intentions are. You are probably drawn to Soulful Goddess for a reason. Maybe there's something you're working on creating and manifesting in your life right now. Maybe you're going through a healing journey, or you feel like you are at a time in your life where you are really up-leveling. You're stepping into this woman. You are becoming this next version of you, and you want support in that process. So whatever it is, take some time to journal around that. What are your intentions for our time together? What do you want? How do you want to transform from this is probably the best way to put it. And then choose it. Choose and own it right away. Anytime I invest in a program or a mentor, I really have these clear intentions going in of what I'm choosing in this experience, because choice is really powerful when we claim it and we own it. And at the same time, this is like a really cool balance that I've played around with and that I've seen unfold in my life. So we always have a plan of what we want to create and what we want to manifest, and we are powerful creators, and we really do get to step up and own that. And when we claim it, it happens really quickly. And at the same time, the universe has so much magic that it wants you to receive, and it is always sending it your way. So while you have these intentions for what you want to gain from this experience or how you want to transform, be open to the beautiful surprises that the universe is going to deliver to you. Be open to receiving something that you may never have expected. Be open to that magic unfolding as well. And what has been really interesting, many of the women that I work with in my Goddess Sisterhood, which is my membership site, that are also going through this program as well, I've heard this on many occasions, that when spending time in the Akashic Records, people have found that they really get what they need. Maybe even more so than what they want, they receive what they need. And there is so much power in that, because your angels, your guides, your higher self, they have this vision of the bigger picture. They know the unique journey that your soul is on, what you're here to share with the world. They know what's possible for you, and they always stay holding that true desire of pure love, pure abundance, who you really are. And they're always inviting you and guiding you to step into that and embrace that as well. So being in the realm of the Akashic Records will really bring forward a lot of healing for you. It'll bring forward a lot of clarity for you. And more than anything else, trust that it'll bring forward what you need. Because sometimes we get in our own way, right? We have these stories, our ego creates these ideas of what we should desire and what we want, and we want to get back to who we are at our core, the truth of everything. So another thing I'm going to want to say before we dive into this journey, just so we're all clear about this experience that we're going to have together. So it's over the course of 10 days, but it's not going to be 10 consecutive days. So there'll be some days where there'll be a break to kind of integrate things as well. And I'm already feeling guided and called to do some bonus days in there. So expect that as well. It'll actually end up being more than 10 days. And then you do have access to the bonus content, which I really recommend exploring as well. The Manifesting Magic Workshop, really powerful, as well as the power mantras in the space of the records. visit that as often as you're called to, because that's designed to really quickly raise your vibration and shift your energy. So over the course of our time together in this program, it's going to be a combination of EFT clearings, meditations, trainings on co-creation, as well as an exploration of your Akashic records. And often they'll be combined as well. I'm really just open to being inspired on this journey and connected to where my higher self is guiding me, and feeling into the energy of people that are in this group, whether you're going through this program the first time live or whether it's purchased at a later date, just feeling into that energy and trusting that everybody that is guided here is here for a reason, and holding the intention that what comes through is really going to be of highest service to you. And I know in my heart that it really is. You're going to benefit so much. So with that being said, be sure to check emails as well. That's how I'm going to keep you posted each day, and where you'll have the links to all the replays and the heads up for any of the live calls that we do. There'll be a couple of live calls in there as well. So if you want to join live, you can, but they'll all be recorded, and you'll all have a heads up as well in regards to what time they will be and the links for those calls. So today, the focus is on clearing blocks to receiving. So once you clear out old energy, old programming on a deep cellular level, you then make it easier to become magnetic to what you desire. So we're doing this today in the space of the Akashic Records. So I'm going to guide you on a journey of opening up your Akashic Records, and in that space, channel some guidance on releasing what is blocking you from receiving with ease. And I also had tuned into the records last night and really just felt into what was coming through around the blocks that we have from being the powerful attractors and creators that we're meant to be, because it's only our ego that creates those blocks. Another thing I'm just feeling guided to share now as I talk as well, this was huge for me in my journey in the Akashic Records, is realizing that on some level, there's actually no such thing as a block. Like in the spirit realm, when we access the Akashic Records, blocks don't exist. It's like if we have a true soul desire that is aligned with what we're here to do, and it's coming from a place of pure intention, it is done. There's nothing blocking that. So the only thing that creates blocks is our ego. And what we often experience as a block really is just energy that is not quite in alignment yet. So we're going to help release that today. And some of the main blocks that I have jotted down that really came through while I was in this space that we're going to work on clearing today, and really tune in and see what ones feel like for you that they're causing this kind of block is even such a strong word. So basically, what ones do you feel like, okay, maybe this is causing my energy to feel not quite in alignment? So not feeling worthy or good enough, or like you haven't done enough. That's huge. Sometimes we feel like there's more I have to do before I can receive. I have to prove that I am really worthy, that I've done enough work, I've put enough work in, then I get to receive. I'm also going to list these under the videos too, so you can feel into what ones you really want to work on and clear. Not feeling safe to experience joy and pleasure, or that it is wrong in some way. So sometimes we punish ourselves a little bit, and it's kind of like enforced on us externally in our younger years when we're growing up. If we do something wrong, we get grounded, or there's usually some kind of punishment, whether from our parents, from our teachers, from an outside figure, right? We do something wrong, we're punished for that. And then as we go through life, we kind of internalize that ourselves, and we can have like this mental book of all the things we've done that we feel are wrong. And in some way we're like, I can't experience joy. I have to withhold that because I did a bad thing. So this is really huge. Feel into if that's happening anywhere in your experience, in your energy, and your belief pattern. Another one is putting desires on a pedestal and thinking they're somehow above you. This is huge. Anytime we put a person on a pedestal, a desire on a pedestal, it's above us. So the energy is not in alignment. Whether that is, I want to attract more money, and we have money up here on a pedestal, but we don't think we're quite a match to that. Or I want to attract a soulmate partner, and I've just put this desire so far up on a pedestal that I'm not a match to it anymore. So that can kind of fog up our energy too, block up our energy. I don't know. You don't have to use the word block if it feels very strong for you, right? Another thing is a scarcity mindset. So patterns that put a cap on what you can call in. So with scarcity, this belief that there has to somehow be a limit on stuff, or it's almost like this very contracted energy, right? It's like a scarcity and fear that we have around things, that me having something is going to take away from someone else. That's scarcity. Another way scarcity presents is in terms of time. I don't have enough time to do what I want. I don't have enough money. That's just scarcity. So we're going to clear and release that too. Another block to receiving is attaching too much to the ego and to the fear mind, because again, blocks actually don't exist. We create and we manifest our own blocks, and that means we also get to release them as we return to our truth. You return to your soul, because in that space, you're like, of course I receive with ease, and any belief, any energy not aligned to that is just stemming from the ego. So we're going to release some of these main things today as we open up the Akashic Records and clear. So the reason I wanted to go through those as well is to help you really see, as even as I read them out, or maybe you read them underneath the video as well, what ones really feel like, oh, okay, I've got some work to do around clearing that. Now, also hold the intention that this doesn't mean it's going to be weeks on end, months on end, years on end before you get to clear that. Hold the intention that as soon as something is in our awareness and we realize that it might be manifesting as a block or misaligned energy, that we've already done so much work at that point in clearing and releasing it. So the final step is just allowing it to be let go. So claim that, yeah, I see that may have been a block. I now choose to rise above it. I now choose to see this through the eyes of my higher self. So that's huge in and of itself. Okay, with that being said, we are now going to officially open up the records. If this is a new process for you, be open, receive. This is natural for you to access this space. You will do it with ease. Once we're there, we're going to begin the clearings. So just close your eyes, take a moment to connect into your breath, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Allow yourself to center and ground in this moment, setting aside anything that happened prior to this, anything you have to go to afterwards, allowing yourself to be fully focused, fully present in the here and now. And begin bringing awareness into your central column of light that flows from above the crown of your head all the way through your body. And allow this column of light to clear away old dense energies and to create space for the new to flow in. Energy is meant to run up and down, so simply bringing awareness to the central column of light, you're already aligning and centering your chakras and your energy system. And I invite you to send this column of light all the way down into the crystalline core of Mother Earth. Connect to the love and support that is in that space for you. Feel yourself being fully held and supported by Gaia. And take a deep breath in. And allow that energy to travel up through your column of light, into your energy field, into your body, flowing throughout every cell of your body, rejuvenating and replenishing every cell that needs it. And allow yourself to receive that. Sinking into that divine feminine energy is allowing yourself to receive and feeling how natural it gets to be for you to receive. And now sending this column of light up through the crown of your head, all the way up past the stars, the moon, the galaxies, into the space of the ether, the space of the Akash, and take a moment to lock into that high vibe frequency energy. When you feel that connection being made, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, pull all that energy down through your column of light until it enters your physical body, and allow it to travel throughout every cell in your body, mixing with the energies of Mother Earth. And bringing these energies together in your heart space, your heart chakra. Envision it open and expand in the energy of love and compassion. And it is a reminder that the Akashic Records is a space of non-judgment and unconditional love. So if anything comes into the space that feels like harsh or wrong, or like you're really being guided in a way of like, you have to do this, you should do that. No, that's your ego, because your higher self, it's always an invitation to explore rather than a harsh directive. And it feels very expansive and free and fun, and always from a place of unconditional love of you are perfect just as you are now. And it is in this energy that we will sound the 5 sacred ohms that will open up your Akashic records. So I invite you to join me for this and really feel how it shifts the energy of your body as you sound these 5 sacred ohms. With this ohm, I relax my body. With this ohm, I relax my mind. With this ohm, I release my ego. With this ohm, I call in the light. With this ohm, I open up the Akashic records of Carolee Melendi, and in this space, I invite you to say your full name to open the records. And the records are now open. Breathe and adjust to this high frequency energy. Allow yourself to feel into the space. Take a deep breath. A few deep breaths just to allow your body and your energy field to adapt to this energy. We're going to invite in your angels, your guides, your ascended masters, any and all spirits and energy who can best serve you on this journey today. You may want to call in a loved one to join you as well. Whatever feels right for you, and to fully make this connection to your higher self before we do our clearings, I invite you to focus on your crown chakra. Envision it open and expand, and see this beautiful golden light connecting you into the energy of your higher self. And just hold an open heart that you receive any downloads, any encoding, any frequencies of energy that are going to serve you. Just take a moment to set that intention. Feel your crown open up. Feel yourself connected. And take a deep breath. Release. Beautiful. And we're going to go into our EFT clearings now in this space. So I know some people, they like to keep their eyes closed while they tap. So for each new point, I don't announce the points beforehand, only because it takes me out of the flow of just like channeling the energy and feeling into it. But what I usually do is go to a new point on the body, a new tapping point with each statement that I make. So if you feel guided to keep your eyes closed, you're welcome to do that. And there really is no right or wrong. You can do whatever feels right for you, and that's probably just gonna also change depending on the day as well and how you are feeling. So we're going to go into releasing some of these blocks here as we tap. So I invite you to repeat after me. Take a deep breath first. Exhale. Hold the intention in your heart that you are now ready to release any energy that is not aligned with you being a master manifester, a powerful attractor to your soul desires. And we're going to begin with the karate chop point. Even though at times I feel blocked from receiving, I feel stuck in a scarcity or lack mentality. In this moment, I choose to love, honor, and accept myself anyway. Even though there is a part of me that feels I'm not worthy of my dream life. In this moment, I'm choosing to release any energetic pattern, any belief system that is not in alignment with my higher self and what I know to be true on a soul level. Even though at times I place my desires on a pedestal, I feel that they are out of reach for me. In this moment, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. And I'm open to believing that I can be an energetic match to all that I desire. I am supported and I am loved. I am divinely guided always. And take a deep breath in. Release. And let's go through the points. I now choose to release anything that blocks me from receiving with ease. This belief that I am not good enough, I release now with love. This belief that I have not yet done enough, I release now with love. Any part of me that feels I'm not good enough to receive my desires, I send love to now. I choose to release this belief that there's more I have to do before I get to receive. I choose to allow my desires to flow to me with ease. And take a deep breath in. Release. I am open to believing this can now be easier than ever before. That I have done enough. That I am good enough. And that the universe is conspiring for me. The universe has my back. I am good enough to receive what I desire. I have done enough to receive what I desire. I now allow this to be easy and fun. I now take my desires off of that pedestal and I align them with who I am. And take a deep breath. Release. I am opening up to more joy and pleasure. Releasing the belief that it is wrong for me to experience pleasure. I'm no longer going to place a cap on my joy. I'm choosing to expand into more joy than ever before. Joy is my birthright. Pleasure is my birthright. Receiving gets to be easy and fun. And I'm now choosing to release anything that blocks me from my desires. Take a deep breath. Release. And let's just pause here for a moment. I invite you just to check in. Notice how you're feeling in your body. Notice what's coming up for you. Notice how your energy has already shifted. Is there a part of you that still feels like it's not quite safe to receive? If there is, just send that part of you love now and hold the intention that you download the wisdom of your higher self on what it means to receive with ease. Is there a part of you that feels you're not yet worthy to receive? That you haven't yet done enough? Send that part of you love now and be open to receiving your higher self's guidance on this. There's something I want to say around this that's coming through strongly while we're in the records, and it's surrounding this idea of safety. Our body always wants to keep us safe. So there's a few things coming through around this. If there's something you desire in your life that you don't yet have, there's a part of you that feels it's not quite safe to allow it in. Now, maybe logically you say that's not the case, but there's always a reason why we don't allow what we desire to come in. And because we are human and we are in these physical bodies, one of the main priorities of our brain is to keep us safe and to keep us alive. So even if what you are doing isn't quite working for you, you know it's kept you alive. So in some ways you feel like this is the safest option. So what you want to allow your body to do, and being in the space of the records, tapping, actually helps your body feel very safe. I notice now I'll naturally, like, I tap my chest a lot, or if I'm out, or I notice like I'm just, even at home, just somewhere where I'm starting to feel anxious or overwhelmed, I naturally tap now, because it actually helps our body relax, and it sends the signal that you're safe, relax. And that's what you want to do with your desires, whether it's money, it's love, it's health and fitness. You want to know to the core of your being, it's safe for me to have that. It is now safe for me to receive that. So I'm going to tune in and just see some of these other blocks that maybe we haven't quite tapped into. Okay, so we did a lot around not feeling worthy or good enough, and just shifting that. We're going to work on all of these more throughout the program and our time together too. We talked about not feeling safe to experience joy and pleasure, putting our desires on a pedestal. We did a little bit around scarcity. So the one I want to look at a little bit more that we're going to tap into is attaching too much to the ego and the fear mind. So in this next tapping round, we're going to just release some of that attachment that you may have to the ego and fear mind, and be open more to receiving that connection from your higher self. Because I promise you, everything will begin to shift when you start to make decisions from a space of love instead of fear. And that's anything. That can be as simple as purchasing a program. Are you purchasing that program from a place of lack or scarcity, of I've done something wrong and I need this to like fix it, or I need this like to make me more abundant, more wealthy, more rich? That's fear. Or is it coming from a place of I'm already whole, I'm already perfect, I'm already worthy, I'm already more than good enough, and I'm inspired to now take this course, purchase this program. I'm inspired to now contact this person, to call this person, right? Whatever it is, I'm inspired to take action on this. Very different when we're motivated from a space of fear versus motivated from the space of love. Feels very different. All right, that was just a message coming through that I felt I had to pass along. Let's do some detaching from the ego and fear mind, connecting into your higher self. So take a moment to close your eyes, feeling into your body, your energy field. Just notice the shifts that have already taken place for you, and take a deep breath in. Exhale fully. Hold the intention that you're going to connect into the wisdom of your higher self and begin seeing the world through the eyes of love. Begin seeing your ability to be a powerful creator through the eyes of love, just making every action that you take, every decision you make, every thought you entertain, hold the intention it's coming from that space of love, and so it is. Take a deep breath. Release. When you're ready, we're just going to jump in and go through the main points. I'm releasing attachment to the fear mind. And I'm connecting back to my soul. That part of me that knows I am more than good enough. That part of me that knows I'm lovable just as I am. I choose to release attachment to the fear mind. I choose to send love to that part of me that feels it's not safe to receive. That part of me that feels it's not safe to experience joy and pleasure. I send love to all parts of myself now. And I'm learning to see the world through the eyes of my higher self. And take a deep breath. You're doing a great job. She knows how worthy I am. She knows how powerful I am. She knows I get to attract my dream life. I get to receive love. I get to give love. I get to receive abundance in all its forms. I get to remember that at my core, I am abundance. I now choose to release any belief that's coming from a space of fear and replace it with the energy of pure, unconditional love. And take a deep breath, breathe that in. Exhale the fear and allow this energy of love to radiate throughout every cell of your body. And before we finish up today, place your hands over your heart. Affirm, this now gets to be easy, this now gets to be fun. I now get to see the world through the eyes of my higher self. It is safe for me to release the fear and the overwhelm. It is safe for me to now step into joy and pleasure. It is safe for me to receive abundance. I am worthy, I am whole. I get to love myself. I get to give love back out into the world. Receiving gets to be easier than ever before. And so it is. Take a deep breath. Exhale fully. Opening your eyes when you're ready. So I hope this has served you today, Goddess. Feel free to go back and do this tapping as often as you like. We are going to actually officially close up the records as well. If you want to stay in the space of the records while you do a little bit of journaling and reflecting on the questions below, you're welcome to do that. If you're feeling like, I've had enough for today, because sometimes it's like we do the spiritual work and we got to come up for air too. Got to come up and breathe a little bit as well. So know your body, trust yourself, know when it is time for you just to surface, and that you can come back and you can revisit this at any time. So we are now going to sound the final sacred Om that will close your Akashic records. Before doing this, I always like to be in a place of gratitude for the wisdom, the healing, and love that has come through. And with this final Om, we will close your Akashic records. Om. The records are now closed. I will see you in session 2. Bye for now.